All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Ram at the Fights. As I told you at the beginning of the year, we're gonna start this year big, and today we got our first active UFC fighter as a guest of the show. He will be fighting on the big card in Mexico City, March 29, UFC Mexico. He will face Melquizael Costa. He's kind enough to join me today. His name is Christian Rodriguez. Christian, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Man, we're talking before start the interview. I feel this is an interview long overdue. We're here from we live in Milwaukee. As people don't know, I have honored to sometimes share I share the same gym as Christian, and also sometimes I'm lucky I share the mat with him too.
Yeah, I was like, man, I see all my teammates getting the ass by him and doing interviews. I was like, oh, I wonder when I'll be next.
No, I'm glad you say yes, and I'm happy to have you on the show, bro. So, man, I was gonna ask you. The fight was announced when everybody got excited. Everybody was sharing the news on social media. But then I saw your story. You were right away. Did you fly the same day the fight was announced, or you went to Mexico the next day?
So I found out about me maybe fighting at Mexico City like a week before I got that opponent. Um, they gave me one opponent, but it didn't. They gave me an opponent, but he never said yes. So we're just kind of waiting. We're waiting, and then the UFC was like, no, he doesn't want to fight. I don't know why, but he can't make it. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, damn, we're like 5 weeks away. So I didn't know I was gonna fight or not. But then they offered me this guy, Costa, and then Costa said yes right away. So I was like, okay, now I need to go to Mexico. And then the next day is when so they told me that day, and the next day I went to Mexico to start my camp.
Nice. And you went early just to acclimate to the altitude stuff and get your training going there.
Yeah, so I was gonna be here for 2 weeks at first,
Okay.
but I felt the altitude right away when I got here, because that's why I wanted to come out here to try the altitude. But then when I got here, I was like, I should just stay and do my camp here. And then yeah, we're still here now.
Nice. Melquizael Costa, he didn't fight not long ago. I know you two fight at the beginning of the year. He got a submission victory. He looked good. What your thoughts about him and what you think about his last performance?
Yeah, I think he's a good opponent. I think he's very well rounded. I think he has a good striking, good jiu-jitsu. Um, so I'm excited for the fight. I don't think last fight kind of showed too much, just because I feel like Andre Philly didn't really put on a good fight. But but I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but I just think just his opponent wasn't didn't show too much. So I'm excited to actually, go test myself against him. I think we have a similar skill set, but I think I'm much better in every department of the game. I come from the best jiu-jitsu gym, best striking gym in the world. So I'm ready for the fight.
Yeah, as you said, he um, now going back to his fight, it was more like a mistake from Andre Philly than he getting into the submission more than he getting the submission. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. Uh your last fight was against Austin Bachi, another prospect, undefeated prospect. Gave it to you. Are you happy? You getting a more experienced guy now than getting a prospect?
I don't even want to say I'm happy with experience. I think I'm just finally happy that I'm fighting someone who's not gonna want to shoot 20 times in a fight. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be a good fight for the fans. Because I love to strike, so sometimes it's hard to really get going when someone's shooting at you so many times. But yeah, I'm excited for this fight. I think it's gonna be a really good fight for the fans, for the Mexican people. It's a really good fight.
I saw you since you went to Mexico. I have follow you and all the people who follow you on social media. You have been training with a lot of studs there. I saw you with with Jose Chori Torres.
Yeah.
I saw you with Lazy Boy too. How for you is being training with those guys there?
It's going good. They're very very tough, very smart. So I've been getting really good rounds in. I've been learning a lot too, and yeah, it's been going good. I have no complaints. I think camp's going great. I'm really excited for this fight, and yeah, and it's also I've been sparring different people here too, not just them, but I've been getting some really really good looks out here. I'm learning a lot every day also, and I think just being in Mexico is helping me kind of grow as a person. Also, being away from my family, my girlfriend, my team. Like I miss all of them. So here being by myself sometimes it's like I'm learning to be a better athlete and a better person too.
Oh, so are you there by yourself? You don't have uh, or had you met or do you have any family there?
So I came by myself first. Well, I came with a teammate Yasir, and then Mark showed up, and then they left, and then now my coaches just got here, Chris and Duke and Jose. So now they're all here, but then they go back for the PAC fights.
Yeah.
So it's like I win somebody, and then they leave, and then I'm alone for a bit, and it's like that over and over again.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you had like family members there too, like from.
Not in Mexico City. I have them. I have a lot of family here, but they're like 3 hours away, 4 hours
Oh,
away.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, but not here in Mexico City.
And what is like fighting? I mean, you're being born and raised here in Milwaukee, but how is like to be back on your roots? You know, your blood having Mexican blood on you. How's to be there and finally fight like in motherland there for you? How does
Uh,
that feel?
Man, it feels amazing. I think every day that I'm walking, I'm like, damn, I can't believe I'm fighting in Mexico City. You know, it's like my parents are both Mexican, so it means a lot to me. It means everything to me. I think winning here would really mean so much to me. This is where my hard work came from. This is where my parents came from, and I think representing my family. You know, my family, they love being Mexican, but I think I'm finally representing my family on the big stage. It's like maybe they couldn't. I know for my family, they maybe a big dream for them is my dreams coming true, and that really makes them super happy. So me fighting on the big stage in Mexico means a lot to me and to my family.
Did you? I'm curious, and sorry if this question is kind of, but I see that for example, when you remember when you fought Raul Rosas Jr., they were talking about Raul Rosa Mexican fight, but I was kind of confused. Like they didn't. Well, I saw they weren't like praising you also your Mexican heritage. Did you feel the same way or you think people like, hey, you're Mexican too, Christian, like even if you're
Yeah.
being like how that made you feel?
I didn't put too much attention to it. I don't really go into the comments too much, but I think maybe it was kind of my fault too. Is like I'm Mexican, but I think I should show it more because some people don't know I'm Mexican, and so maybe I just gotta show it more. And I think this I started finally showing it that I am Mexican, and I think people are kind of like, oh, okay, he's Mexican, so maybe that too, you know. But it didn't really bother me at first.
Okay, so uh, going back to the fight, you have any predictions or what can the fans expect there that day? That tell us a preview here.
Yeah. I honestly, I think I have so much. I don't want to say pressure, but I have so much on my plate that is making me an amazing fighter right now. I think the pressure of being here in Mexico, my fans, my family, is gonna bring out the best version of myself. I'm definitely gonna get a finish on this guy. But it's gonna be a really good fight before the finish. I think fans are really excited because he's Brazilian too. Brazilians are tough.
Yeah.
A Brazilians, a Mexican, all in one fight. It's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be a really, really good, exciting fight. So I'm excited to show the fans.
Yeah, and the fans in Mexico go wild. I don't know, just saw the
Yeah.
previous card. they even a couple of fights even started the crowd too. But being there, I don't know. Securities just let them fight. I can see why.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy that night. So I'm excited.
Oh man. So, hey, I have a question. Out of curiosity, is Dennis Rodman like an inspiration to you, or it was your favorite player growing up? Because I always see you like with Dennis Rodman,
Yeah.
jersey, teachers. I think one time you have a profile picture too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
what what those Dennis mean to you?
Yeah, he's a big inspiration. There's some things that I like, some things that I'm not a fan of also. Um but I just like how he's very open and with himself. He doesn't care what people think. He's just himself, you know? And I think that's something that I used to struggle with as a kid cuz I started training cuz um 'cause I was getting bullied in school. So that's why I started training mixed martial arts to learn self defense. And I think ever since I started training more and more, I got the confidence to be myself, like Rodman. And just it's like it's kind of cool because it's like you can be yourself, but fans still like you. Fans are still excited to see you play. Fans are still excited for to see you fight, no matter like how you are as a person. People are interested, you know.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, and that's one reason I also like to talk to fighters because I am even though I don't have a big outlet yet, but I want to get more out of them and let them be themselves and know people too. Like you're not just guys who they're so fighter tough guys. I'm not that. You guys have personality and I'm blessed that I train in a MMA gym too, and I can
Yeah.
see you guys and you guys I feel are more than a fighter. You guys has great personalities, and you guys are great people too.
Yeah, because I a lot of people tell me they're like, you don't look like a fighter. Like my dad, my dad the other day, he was like, man, if I saw you in the street, I would whoop your ass. But then he's like, I wouldn't know that you fight, you know.
Well, let them try, right? Hey, how the Spanish going?
My Spanish,
Yeah,
it's good.
good, good.
Yeah.
¿Le puedes dar un mensaje al público latino que pueden esperar de ti y a peleadores jóvenes? Un mensaje de inspiración para ellos.
Sí. Um, les quiero mandar un mensaje a todos los chicos que tienen mucha gente que no cree en ellos. Es para No necesitas nadie que cree en ti. Si tú confías en tú mismo, es todo lo que importa en el mundo. Si tú sientes en tu corazón que puedes lograr tus sueños, es todo lo que necesitas. No le hace si tu familia, tus amigos, porque yo tenía amigos y familia que me decían, like, oh, tú no puedes hacer eso, tú no puedes hacer eso. Y cuando empecé mi carrera, perdí, pero siempre sabía en mi corazón que lo puedo lograr y puedo perseguir mis sueños. Entonces, es la número una cosa que pienso que es lo más importante. Si tienes la confianza en tú mismo de perseguir tus sueños, es lo más importante en este mundo. Y a todos mis fans que van a ver mi pelea, no se la pierdan porque va a ser una pelea muy buena.
Ahí lo tienen. You have it, guys. Round of the fights, English, Spanish. We're gonna try some Portuguese soon. I don't know.
One day.
No, no, no. Uh, so, Christian, can you tell the people where they can follow you and where can people get this awesome merch? Let me
Oh, it's not you going on?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
I'm not biased, but can you tell people where to buy the merch and where they can follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. I mean X called now, and it's called my tags are the same. CROD 97, CEEROD 97, And then if you want to buy some merch, I got a website. The website should be closing in a couple weeks, so you should get on it fast. And the same thing for my website. It's cerod.com, cerod.com.
All right, there you have it, guys. Make sure to follow Christian, buy his merch. I also gonna remind you guys to subscribe to the channel, like the interview. And Christian, man, thank you for doing this. I feel very grateful. I wish you good skills and good luck on your fight.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me a lot too. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you too.